Hello. Today we're going to be talking about general overall APA 6th edition style. This video will cover the main components and some general tips and guidelines on how to structure a written paper or report in regards to APA 6th edition. This video will serve as a reference and not include all the details. So let's start with the cover page. We'll begin with the heading. If you notice in the heading there is a running head. And it's important when you use the header function that you click different first page. This is important because on the first page, running head is included, but on the rest of the pages, it is not. So your running head will be included, followed by an abbreviated title of your report. The title should exceed no more than 50 characters maximum, including spaces. So that's 50 characters including spaces. So the way you can check this is you can highlight it and go down here and you see characters with spaces is 24. So that's how you check that. And then you want to make sure that you have your page number right aligned. And then in the following pages you will have that same exact title and page numbers, but running head drops off. That's the only difference. And then looking back at the cover page, you're going to have your title, your name, and your institution affiliation. Your title should be no more than 12 words, and all words should be capitalized except things such as articles. That would include the, a, an, etc. And then you'll have your name following the title, and then your institution affiliation. This could be your school, a company you're working with, etc. Now let's move on to the body text. Within the body, you're going to have different levels of headings. First level headings are centered, boldface, and have uppercase. The first letter is uppercase. Second level headings are left aligned, boldface, with the first letter capitalized. Third level headings would be used, for example, if you want to include more specific information about personal resilience, you'll have a third level heading. This could be about a specific participant in the study. It could be about a specific trial you were doing. And within third level headings, the heading is indented, bold, first letter is capitalized with a period at the end. So again, third level is indented, bold, with a period at the end. Then you would have information about the participant. And then if you want to go even more specific, you can have fourth level headings. Within fourth level headings, no words are capitalized. It's indented. It is bold-faced, italicized, and there's a period at the end. So let's review those four levels one more time. The first level headings are your main idea headings. The introduction, the materials and methods, the conclusion, things such as that. Within them are more specific. Second level headings are left aligned, boldface, with first letter capitalized. Third level are indented, boldface, lowercase heading with a period. And level 4 are indented, boldface, lowercase with a period, but these are also italicized. So those are your general headings. And then going back through the paper, let's talk about some in-text citations. So when using in-text citations, it's important to know how to use them in the different ways. For example, in this first sentence, Hoops 2017 describes resilience as the ability to deal with high levels of challenge while maintaining or regaining high levels of effectiveness and well-being. This was taken from a book written by Hoops in 2017. So this was a general idea from the book, and since I was including things that were from page 1, almost not exactly word for word, but pretty close, I would say Hoops 2017. So whenever you're starting a sentence with the author's name saying Hoops 2017, or even me, Damiani 2018 said, this is how you do APA style. I would write it along the lines of, I would indent and then say Damiani 2018 said that APA is important. Whoop. So that's how that would be written. If I was changing it and saying APA is important and not saying who said it initially, it would look like this. And both of those are correct. It just depends how you want to say the information. Okay. So let's move on. A few more things within this paragraph I want to mention. You see how the titles of these books are italicized? It's important to always italicize books when you're typing. Additionally, if you want to use any abbreviations throughout the report or paper, it's important to first fully write them. So Personal Resilience Questionnaire, in parentheses, PRQ, etc., and then later in the paper, you can just say PRQ. You don't need to retype Personal Resilience Questionnaire. But it's always important that you first tell us what the abbreviation is. Now moving on. Here's an example of where the author's name is at the end of the sentence. So, Maddie defines hardiness as a pattern of attitudes and strategies that together facilitate turning stressful circumstances from potential disasters into growth opportunities. Maddie, 2004. So this can be written this way, or it could have been written this way, where I get rid of this, add a period at the end, and come back up here and add that 2004 up there. So both of those ways are correct. Now moving down. The final dimension of hardiness is healthy self-care. So this way, it would have to be this way, because Maddie is not said at the beginning. So that's just another example. Now moving down, here's another example of where we use the date at the beginning. Dr. Carol Dweck in 2006. So imagine those parentheses are saying in 2006. So Dr. Carol Dweck in 2006 distinguished between two mindsets. So 2006 is when the book was published that this information was taken from. And another really important thing to know is anything that you cite within the paper must be cited in the reference section. And anything that's in the reference section must be cited within the paper. It's important that they match up. Now let's look at the references real quick. You notice how the references do not continue right here, even though there's all this space. References need to be on their own page. And then the references need to be double spaced in alphabetical order. And again, anything that is here must be here. But another important thing is you see how Dweck CS and Hoops L are here, but if we look back at the beginning of this paper, all the way up to Hoops, it just says Hoops. It does not say Hoops L or Linda Hoops. It's important when you're using in-text citations to only include the last name. So now let's just do a real quick overview of everything that I've covered in this video. So firstly, you have your running head, title no more than 50 characters, and page numbers. Following pages do not say running head. In your cover page, you have your title, which should be no more than 12 words, your name, and your institution affiliation. Within the paper, you have main headings, secondary headings, third level headings, and fourth level headings. It's most likely that first and second level headings will be used, and it's not too frequent that third and fourth level headings are used. So really pay attention to these first two levels. Moving down, you'll see all the different citations that we covered. How you have them at the end of the sentence. If the name is not said, how you have the name at the beginning followed by the date. And then you have your reference list. So that's everything. If you have any other general questions about APA 6th edition, please refer to the APA 6th edition manual, and I hope that this video was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching.